Some of that would have been good to record.
You think so? I was gonna record. I was about to press it, and I'm like, we're talking about this. Let's just hold on for a second.
I saw him hit pause.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not. I like this, by the way.
Make sure that the camera's recording.
I asked for it for
that
Christmas.
is really cool. Let me make sure
It goes good with the press hat. Look, we got press on air.
Yeah. Should we put it over here by the skull, or do you like it right there?
Put them both in the middle. You mean right there?
Well, press and stay over there, but I'm wondering if we put the on air.
I don't know how it's going to go off the glare. The camera.
Good point. I mean, it does look, from my angle, it does look pretty cool right there, but honestly...
Will you take a picture with your camera so you get this as the background? Because I'm getting that stuff. Just with the Batman would be a cool picture. Yeah, like that. No, I was trying to do it with the press, so it says on air with press.
Right there, that's good. Can you just...
Yeah.
Something like this?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, boys. Thank you kindly. Nice.
Oh, I gotta pee. Get up and so I gotta pee. Pee.
And then beat the fucking phone. So, this is supposed to be Jerry's.
Okay.
Should I not say that?
No
mention of Jerry at all?
Yeah, no mention of Jerry at all.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck happened to Jerry? He's like out of existence right now on the show.
For now. Too much baby mama issues.
Yeah, I understand that. But like even a mention?
Not even a mention.
Wow. Goddamn.
Silent. My phone.
Let me make sure I can hear you, Mike.
Oh, yeah. 1 sec. Alright, this is Mike signing back in for the first time in like 2.5 fucking months.
And then...
Hello.
Excuse.
Hello.
There we go. You're not going to say anything like the doctor is now in.
No, the effing doctor is in.
I hate fucking winter.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I just bought these fucking shoes. Look at all those salt lines on them.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked. Yeah, it's still look fucking crazy. It's so bad out there.
No, I don't. It was a bitch getting here.
I bet.
I spun out once.
Yeah.
Like over by the United Center. And then there's also a Hawks game going on, so there's people walking around. The streets aren't really plowed. It's falling fast as shit. Like, I got home, parked my car, ran in to help my mom, and then Jerry texted me. He's like, "Oh my god, I look out my window. It's like so bad outside." I look at my car, and my car is already covered.
No shit.
And there was not a single really flake falling when I was driving home, or when I got off the expressway.
No, it's been pretty bad though. With what's her name? Samada's been giving me a hard time just like using the fucking bathroom. Like she'll just keep holding it in because she wants to play in the snow more than anything. And I'm like,
fucking puppy,
you need to poop and pee, please.
You need to do some business.
I keep having to like shut her playtime down because like I don't want to do that. I want her to play, but I'm like, dude, you need to poop and pee, and then you can play. Then after that you can play, but you have to do this first.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
recording.
All right, let's let's keep this going on this topic. Let's talk about winter and dogs and or the fact that this is the first time me and Joe are seeing you in like 40 days. I'm surprised you came back without a white beard. You know what I'm saying?
without a white beard.
Yeah, because you were gone for 40 days and 40 nights.
And it just grows out like, man, my beard just.
But it could have came back red too.
That too.
Yeah.
All over his head because
I'm confused. What's the hat or like what the fuck is red? What the fuck is red?
Mike, you want to help me with this?
The only thing I can think of is blood from it. God damn, I don't think that's what you're talking about.
Wow. This was a good. This was a good beginning.
Wow.
This
Okay.
is a great beginning.
So I mean,
What the fuck is red?
stereotypically, Irish people are quite fond of having red hair.
Oh.
And with that, welcome to
Welcome everybody
FN'Rome.
to FN'Rome with Mo, Mike, and Joe.
I am Mike.
I am Joe.
And I'm Mo. It's been quite some time, about 2.5 months or so since we've last recorded, so it's kind of good to be back right now. I was in Ireland since basically Thanksgiving until about a week or two ago. Ireland, London, and Rome.
Just for your own references of our listeners, it is January 30th today.
Yes, the episodes were not released the way they were supposed to be released. So everything's kind of coming out right now, ish. Like, but no, the trip was fucking amazing. Like,
Good trip, good times.
It was a great fucking trip. Like,
Did you see the Pope?
Did we see the Pope?
Yes.
In Rome?
Yes.
No, he said he hates Chicagoans or something. I don't know.
I was about to say because you didn't come back with your hair parted.
No, so actually, I have really good stories about that right now. Not about the hair party thing.
Oh, okay.
But about the
Like
about
a
the
good
Vatican,
story?
About the
I
Vatican.
was like, whoa.
So-
Is this now going to be a therapy show?
Yes. No.
Do we
So,
need to bring the doctor? And
let
does
me-
Mike
let me-
need to put his hat on?
Let me start off with this. And like the trip originally was just supposed to be a trip to Ireland, and then we had the 3 days for London. When I got over there within the first hour, she's like, "I bought us an all-paid trip to Rome for 4 days."
For
we were there
reference,
for
this is
5.
a sugar mama.
Yes, we were there.
She mail order brided him from America.
I think
We
when
were-
they're Irish, they're Guinness mamas.
Oh, Guinness mamas.
Guinness mamas,
Yeah.
Got it.
Or whiskey mama.
So-
Whiskey mama.
So we were there. We
Jamo
were there for
mama.
5 days, and I can go into that at some point. But either way, third day that we were there, we ended up going to the Vatican because why the fuck not?
Right.
And going in there. First of all, the Vatican was fucking gorgeous. Like all the art in there, decoration, everything was just fucking beautiful. I thought it was kind of fucking sacrilegious and shit a little bit, just a little bit. But,
Wait, stop. Now I got to ask, what do you mean?
Yeah,
like,
I'm curious
all right,
myself.
I'm not a religious person, but the amount
Whoa,
of
what do you
fucking-
mean? We've had so many conversations about how you'd be willing to die for your cause and blow up a tower. How are you not a religious person?
It's just different religions.
Oh,
That cause, it's not for a deity.
No, so just going in there and just like seeing the amount of like millions and billions of dollars that had gone into this fucking building that like could have gone to anything else. Like they're sitting on fucking how much fucking money like within that area that they're supposed to be like men of God and like it was kind of weird.
okay, wait. You do realize, like, the church is, like, considered, like, one of the largest corporations and banks in the
I know.
world.
I realize
So it's not just money in that area.
No, I
It's
understand
money
that.
on this planet.
I understand that, but just like what I'm saying is just actually being there to see where that money had kind of gone into is where like you feel the unholiness, like like.
Oh, I thought it was all the hush money settlements.
That's where I thought you were saying the money could have gone.
Yeah.
No, I could have gone into that too, though. But fuck,
It does go there, just not enough.
Right, not enough of it. Like it's,
Otherwise, their spotlight
all
wouldn't
that
have occurred.
With all the art in there, I promise you, it's not enough of it. Right?
So I don't know if it's still true.
What?
But I remember when Joe and I were in high school,
Yeah.
the Catholic Church was considered the largest landowner on the planet.
They're considered the country, the Vatican, right now. Like,
Right. The
Right, no,
Vatican
he's
City.
talking about across the world.
Right.
but
So
yeah.
you got to think about the fact that they own all the property that their churches are on.
That- Yeah.
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 So they've been around, for roughly 2,000 years.
No,
The Catholic Church
Yeah.
has been around roughly
I
2,000
can see them
years.
as being one of the richest fucking.
It is one of the.
like-
It's still considered one of the largest non-governmental
Okay.
Well, that's,
institutional landowners in
that's
the
a
world.
weird hair to split, isn't it?
Yeah, with 177 million acres.
Right.
No shit.
It's got to say
Yeah.
non-governmental because, like, look at like.
Right, because they don't want to get taxed on their shit.
Yeah.
No, but I was thinking about think about oil fields owned by the governments or like crop fields and stuff.
Right. National parks.
Yep.
No.
Right.
And anyway, we're going through the Vatican and everything. I see this thing like it was right at the end of it, fucking big ass like sculpture, like golden sculpture, and then right in the center of it there was like a window, and it was the Holy Spirit, dove form, fucking flying in there, right?
The what now?
The Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost,
Okay.
right? And I was like, I want to get closer to it. There was a barricade that stops you from getting to there, and I was like, I want to figure out how the hell to get to it. To like get a picture because there should be a way around it.
Because he's got to get these pictures back to somebody, right?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. No. So
That
so I'm
beard,
trying to
like,
figure it out.
That beard and a camera, I'd worry too
And-
if I were the Swiss
And
Guard. But keep going.
We walk around and like we see these people queuing up in line. We're like, all right, like this has to be the line to get to this area. So like, let's get in line. And
It was the bathroom line, wasn't it?
It was no, no. This guy he moves.
It's a settlement line.
There was a lot of kids in there. No, no. We started walking
Sure,
past it. I don't,
sure you were in the Mediterranean, not the Caribbean Sea?
I'm pretty sure.
Joking. Epstein joke.
Oh. But we're walking past this line, and after we go to a point of like more or less no return, we hear the security call out, "Not for visit, only mess," and we're like, "Oh shit, we're about to fucking."
What
go
did
to
they
mess.
say? What did they call?
Not for visit, only mess.
So the line was for people going into mass.
Going to mess. I've never been to mess before. I'm not Christian. I'm not Catholic. This is my first time going into this thing, and I was like, you know what? Where better do you do your first mass other than the fucking Vatican? Might as well just do it.
Yeah, fucking
Go-
Vatican.
Go in there, and that's where the structure was. It was right the fuck in front of me, so I was able to get a picture of it.
You should have called Mike for advice. He really knows how to use the confessional booths.
No, so we go in there, hour-long sermon, all in Italian. We don't understand a single fucking word. I think I sent you a video of it, right? That day, like, I made a joke, like Joe was saying, I'm dealing with whatever the fuck, and I was like, I'm praying for you, and then I sent him the video, and he was like, oh, like, literally, you mean?
I don't remember what it was, but I remember, yeah, you sent me something. I don't, it wasn't of the mass, but you sent me
It
some
was of the
video.
mass. No, that was
but
the-
no, I meant you sent me something in the mass, like showing me like a Bible or some stuff at your hands
No,
in
I
the
had
pulpit.
I had the
I was
recording
like,
on the fucking
what are
priest
you
or the
doing?
cardinal.
Of course.
but
Of
yeah,
course,
yeah,
this heathen had his phone out.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
know,
I was
right?
recording the whole time.
You know?
I
Were you
was there
the-
for a visit.
Didn't know
But
if
they
it was.
took your shoes though, I bet.
For shoes, either one, either the throw or the bomb.
Yeah.
Either way.
Either way it works.
They at least checked them.
No, so
I
mass finishes, the sermon finishes, and like Anna gets up. She's like, "I'm gonna go get the communion," yeah, and I was like, "I'm gonna go with you." And she's like, "You can't."
can't.
I'm like, why the fuck not? She was like, "Well, because you're not Catholic." I was like, "I don't fucking care. How the fuck do I get communion?"
Did you? But by the way, did you learn a big difference? We don't have to sacrifice ourselves to get grapes.
God does. he kills his son though.
Yeah.
But we get grapes by waiting in a line.
Well, we get 72. You have to buy them, dude. We
But
get them for free.
when we get them, they've also been pressed into a liquid, fermented for taste, and then served to me
in
without-
liquid form.
served to me in a
Yeah.
golden cup without me having to use my hands.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they don't do that over there anymore.
Fucking COVID, I bet.
I bet.
Yeah.
But
Do they shoot her with a squirt gun?
She's going up and and I'm like, I want to get it. She's like, what you do is you do like a cross around like your body, and then they'll like bless you, and then the next time you come back, you get the fucking communion. And I was like, it's not gonna be a fucking next time. How the fuck do I get communion now? And she's like, all right, so you put left hand over the right, and he'll bless you. You say amen. And as she was like finishing off the sentence, there was a bunch of people who were getting up to like go to communion. A lot of nuns around us. She's like, I can't fucking speak right now. She's like, just do what I do. And I'm like, all right. She's ahead of me. She goes up. I hear her say amen after the priest puts communion in her hand and like says the blessing, and she turns around and walks off. And I was like, easy enough.
Okay, I know what happened. I know what's gonna happen.
Right.
Keep going.
So I go up.
You tried to walk away with the wafer, didn't you?
And like this, I say amen, turn around and walk off. And he's like, no, wait, come back. And I was like, what? And he says, eat. And I was like, oh! Put the wafer in my mouth.
Did they give you the hummus?
Yes.
So you could dip it in?
They didn't have any hummus. I asked them for some. They didn't have any. I was like, where's hummus? I'm going to go get some. No, so I threw it,
It makes the body of Christ taste so much better.
So much
a little hummus, little olive oil. That's why they use it for the baptism. They keep it right there.
But yeah, so put that fucking communion in my mouth, run up, and I was like, I just got found out I'm not Catholic in the fucking Vatican. And I was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, what? She was like, you can't talk with communion in your mouth. I was like, what the fuck? So many goddamn rules. What the hell's going on? But
you're eating the body of a god. Have some goddamn respect.
It was a cookie. No, shut the fuck up.
It's been transformed.
It was. I will say this. Anybody who's ever said that it was good is a liar.
I've never heard someone say it was
Never
good.
heard anybody say that ever.
I've heard a couple of people say that they liked it.
No, they weren't talking about the wafer. They were talking about the priest sausage. It's a special thing they give you, but they don't put it in the front of the...
after Mass. And
After Mass.
You gotta go through special classes.
Yeah.
God damn. But, I think you have to be an altar boy for that one, though.
Special
That's
classes.
what I heard.
Yep. Did she sign you up for it?
To be an altar boy?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, they didn't have any. I was too old.
Oh, okay.
No, but yeah, it was, dude, the whole thing was fucking cool as shit. We went to a club in Rome, and I ended up losing my fucking passport in there. So that was fucking...
Wait.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah.
Tell us how you
In Rome, second day, we meet this couple who, like, they I don't know, it was like a weird fucking thing with them. It was a weird thing. They're like one of them. They were saying they're together. They were saying they were together. They were saying they weren't together, and like it was really fucking weird between them. But anyway, they're like, you guys are cool as shit. One of the guy who's like, he was like, you guys do coffee? No, but what's it called? Powdered coffee.
Oh.
And
Espresso,
right? He's like, you guys
when
like
in
it?
Rome, do as the Romans do.
Right,
Yeah.
I can give you some espresso. And I was like, yeah, I'll have some. And fucking, I like our coffee a little bit better. I'll say that, yeah. But anyway, he's
so
like,
you prefer Colombia?
Colombian
coffee over Roman coffee?
Over Roman coffee is better, yeah, for sure. But
Really
either
known
way,
for their
What?
they're not really known for their caffeine, you know.
I know.
yeah. They're talking to us, and this girl, she was like, we're about to go to this like club. It's not really a club. It's like a party, but it's not really a party. She's like, it's like a situation. I was like, what the fuck? What is a situation? What the fuck is that? She's like, look, just like it's fun. It's a good time. Everybody has a good time. There's a bar over there, and it's a situation. I was like, all right, let's check it out. We go to this club. We're in line, and there's a guy standing behind me, and he's talking, and I hear him say his name is Marwan.
What now?
His name is Marwan. Marwan is an uncommon Arabic name, and name of my uncle. My uncle's name is Marwan. So I turned around, I was like, oh shit, that's cool as fuck, and like we started talking.
So you felt connected. You felt kindred to him.
Yeah, exactly. How many Arabs do you see in Europe? You know, a lot.
A lot.
of fucked up. Goddamn.
Dude, we all know that one.
They can walk there.
Yeah, they did walk there.
Now, so we talked for a little bit, and conversation ends. We go into the party. There was a coat room. I put my coat in there. My passport was in the coat. When I get at the end of the night, when I go to grab my coat, it was on the floor. So I was like, fuck. Like I didn't really think about could anything have fallen out. I just picked it up, I just threw it on, left. 2 days later, I'm signing in, checking into the flight to make sure that
to go back to Ireland from Rome.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And I need to scan in my passport, and that's where we noticed I don't have my fucking passport. Now the flight was at the end of around 8 p.m. we noticed this around like 10 a.m. So we're like, we have several fucking hours to try to figure this out. And I remember the one time I took off my coat in the entirety of fucking Rome, where it was on the floor, was that night. So we're like, let's go check this place out. We go over there. It's obviously fucking locked. So we tried to ask the people around the area. Nobody was able to really help us out. We go to a police station. Police stations close on Sundays in Rome. There's only one cop. He was like, yeah, I don't know. There's nothing I can do for you. Sends us to like the heart of Rome. He's like, there's one police station where there might be a couple more cops over there. You can ask them to see if like they can help out. On our way over there, we're walking over there because you walk everywhere in fucking Rome. Like, I probably had somewhere around like fucking 30,000 to 50,000 steps a day in fucking Rome. It was crazy how much you walk. But we're walking down to the police station, and I bump into no one other than fucking Marwan. And I was like, dude, you remember me? He was like, yeah, what's up? And I was like, look, fucking, I explained to him the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
He takes my phone number, and then next thing I know, there's a network of Italians just fucking messaging each other, trying to find my fucking passport. And by the time it was found, it was like 2-3 hours like before the flight. But by the time we actually would have gotten to the fucking passport and everything, and then got to the plane, would have been too late. So we ended up staying one more day longer, which was honestly one of the best days that we've spent. And we had the passport, and it was good fucking time, and we got fucking lucky as shit. Somebody found it in the club, and they put it at the cash register, so like if anybody claims it. But lucky as fuck either way with that. Like, yeah, no, it was a good time. We're trying to figure out like whether or not I'm just gonna be coming back to the U.S. early, or what the fuck was happening exactly. Because if I lost it, I couldn't find it. But like everything was solved up.
Diverted to Cuba.
ICE is gonna stop me halfway there.
He'd have been living in a hostel. If you lost your passport, they wouldn't let your ass back in.
No, I don't think so.
There's no way they were. No way this class is letting you back in.
I honestly, I feel like
I don't remember ever seeing this guy. I don't know.
I genuinely feel like it would have been a fucking issue, dude. If they gave me an issue trying to come back when I was in Lebanon to the U.S.
Well,
yeah, that's pretty obvious. Dude.
Well, right. I mean, no, the issue. They're like. How do we know you're Mohammed Diab? And I was like, because it's on the fucking passport. Like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. And he was like, well, that's a pretty common name. And I was like, yeah, no fucking shit, it's a common fucking name. I know it's a common name. And they're like, well, is there any proof that you're who you say you are? I was like, I have a fucking ID, an American ID. I speak fucking English. Who the fuck else has an American passport with my fucking name? Who has my fucking ID and speaks English? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And
I bet he points to like 5 dudes in line.
Yeah, no, right? No, and so he's like, you just, all right, can you help us out with this? Like, what's your dad's name? I was like, I bet you that's not gonna help out at all. And he was like, yeah,
it's gonna make things worse.
It's gonna, no, right? No shit. And he was like, well, just try it out. And I was like, all right, his name is Ahmed. Does that help? And he was like, that doesn't narrow it down at all. I was like, yeah, I know, fucking asshole. I fucking just told you this. And then after I don't know how long of them trying to fucking figure out who the fuck I was with all the information that they had, I was like, dude, I'm about to miss my fucking flight. Either you let me go right now, or you're never gonna find out who the fuck it is that I am. Like, there's nothing else that I can give you. And eventually they're like, yeah, just go. Just, I don't know. And like, they let me off, but
we can't pull over any further. We're already pulled over.
But yeah, no, it's like it was a great fucking trip. I got this this right here. It's poutine, which is like, it's an Irish moonshine, and I gave each of you guys a bottle of this as a gift, and which was really fucking good.
Have you seen how much he's trying to push it on us? I almost feel like there's more to that. He probably got it from his friend Maroon.
Yeah, well, so
I'm
a little. So when was the last time you had a drink of alcohol?
July 19th, 2024.
That's fucked up that you know that. I was just being facetious, to be honest. What kind of a fucking friend gives a friend who's dry
some alcohol?
Good one. And not just alcohol, but alcohol that you could probably, I mean, I'm assuming they call those hand grenades in Ireland, yes? You put a fucking piece of paper in the top and light it, and you got a fucking Molotov.
It's 45% alcohol. It's not crazy amount.
Oh, what are they doing calling it moonshine?
What's it called? Like normalized moonshine. Like the fucking you get
Normalized?
Old Smokies. Like you get Old Smokies commercialized. That's the one. It's like you.
I
Old
promise
Smokies.
you, Old Smoky ain't no 45 motherfucking
Yes,
percent.
it is. I get it all the fucking time. I drink moonshine all the time. Come on. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know good moonshine versus bad moonshine, or commercialized moonshine, and that's commercialized moonshine. But Old Smokies is 45. Now, if you go to Tennessee, there's one that you can get, which I think might be the
I've
apple
never
pie.
bought diet moonshine before.
The apple pie one is like 73 or 75%. That's the highest one that you can
Now
get.
that makes sense.
Right, but that's only one in Tennessee that you can get.
Because, I mean, I don't know.
From what I've seen,
Is Everclear been banned?
You can get Everclear.
Right, has 151 been banned?
But you can't find Everclear like at like the 80s or 90s anymore like that easily. It's like always
That's
in
not
70s.
Everclear
And
then.
it's no longer...
I know, right? But no, like they have different levels of Everclear. And between 70 to like 90. Or
So
like
I guess we blame that on the generation underneath us that's fucking everything up.
I guess.
You know what I heard about them today?
What's that?
They're bringing back smoking.
Yeah, smoking is nice.
Gen Z is what they are, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're bringing back cigarette smoking.
Yeah. No, there's been a lot more cigarette smokers recently. I also got the chocolate bar that I'm gonna cut
Because
off
they
for you
want to
guys.
be able to find the kids if they're kidnapped again. Like
Well,
that
that's
video you sent.
Great.
Well,
You don't pay attention to anything in our group chat.
Nope. Whenever those videos were sent, is it a recent video? I don't know.
I mean, Mo, I'm a little worried that you don't know what an O-ring is.
I'm afraid to ask.
Again?
he gave you the definition in the chat.
All right, yeah, no,
So you want to tell
Alright,
us what
ready?
this is while you're cutting up shit on your knee?
Yeah,
A
so-
sphincter says what?
right, no, that's what I never knew that. I don't know why it doesn't do that.
All right, that
Sorry.
tiny little piece that just came off, that's all I want.
No, you have to have like a whole.
That's not fucking happening.
Oh.
Just don't recircumcise yourself while you're over there, right?
I'll do my best.
No, you won't.
Take like one of the whole
Nope.
pieces. No, because it's different layers.
I got what I want.
You only got a bottom layer.
I
fucker.
got all three pieces.
You didn't. There's this
I got-
fucking asshole.
All right, what am I doing?
So just grab.
Just like
grab a
this?
3-layer, yeah.
I'm not a big fucking like candy chocolate guy.
I know, but it's like you didn't get the caramel in there.
I got
You didn't.
But the-
I just saw it. I saw it. You got the peanut butter and the peanut bits in there.
and caramel and chocolate, yeah, it's good.
Anyway, it's a thing that I got from Ireland. It's actually an English company though. But fucking fuck off.
You know, a matter of fact, so is Ireland. Badooch.
Wow.
Political joke.
Wow. They're gonna kill you. They're gonna get all the IRAs over here for you.
Not half blood.
Yeah, they're even worse.
Nah.
But anyway, it is an English company, but I did get it from Ireland.
You got it in the airport on the way back because you forgot about us.
I did. I actually made sure to make an extra fucking stop just to get some of these. I actually got stopped in the airport because of these, because they look like fucking bombs, and they're like looking through them, scanning them to
No,
see if there's anything
you
in there.
look like you would carry a bomb. These don't look
That
like
too.
bombs.
That too.
Right.
That too. No, they just see a big fucking chunks in there. They're like, why do you have like big squares in your fucking bag? Because I had a few of them back.
Oh, what's it say in the bag? What's it say in the box?
The
Chocolate.
Big Daddy.
Oh, well.
Yeah. But anyway, really good fucking chocolates. It's milk and dark chocolate, and then there's like a layer of caramel, a layer of peanut butter, and like a layer of like crushed up peanuts with like nougat or something.
That's
Yeah.
good. Very good.
Yeah.
I'd totally eat it.
Took a lot of chews for me to get there, but it was very rich.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it is.
You know, it's not something I could eat a lot of. It's just too much, almost too flavorful.
So what was your favorite thing overall between this whole England, Ireland, Rome, getting fucked by a priest trip? What was your favorite part? Was it
That's a
this?
tough fucking question.
Yeah, I know.
That's a tough fucking question because there's a lot of shit that. Like,
Or was it like the couple swapping at the Rome nightclub?
The
Or was it
couple
the
swapping,
dungeon? Or was it the dungeons you hit up?
there was a couple dungeons we went to actually.
I know. I could tell by how you talked about the couple you met.
The situation.
A situation thing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our listeners understood that too. It's not a party.
It's like a.
It's not a bar.
What?
It's not a club.
What the situation reminds
It's a
me most
situation.
of was, think of like a Chicago's after hours, where like, you know, it starts off at fucking like 5, 6 a.m. something like that, and it's like a club full of like coffee going all over the place, and and they have their bar right there and stuff like that. It was just like that. It was like, you know.
Like, what was the breakdown? Half male, half female, mainly
It was
male.
pretty mixed.
Pretty mixed.
That's pretty
That's not a normal
But I mean,
Chicago after hours.
But they had, right. No, but they had a coat room and a cash register.
Right.
To put his coat and his passport after they rummaged through his coat.
Yeah. It seems like there was too many females for Chicago after hours on that one.
No, right. Unless they're paid for it, then they're always there.
They just don't have the staying power.
I wasn't going to say that. I was just going to say they didn't want to be around the crowd that was there. But
Same.
but different.
So now you're back.
No, there was a lot. I think the ruins, all the history that it.
Which ruins?
There were like from everywhere, honestly. Like well, other than fucking London. Fuck London. I hate English people so goddamn much. They're such shit fucking people. But anyway,
Yeah, you weren't in Ireland.
Fuck off. No, Irish people were fucking fine as they were friendly as shit.
Fine or friendly?
They were fine and friendly.
Oh.
And then Italians were also friendly
They
as
were
fuck.
fine.
They were fine as fuck. It was just like English people are just assholes, man. They really are. They were all stuck up. They were all fucking like too full of themselves. Like they really were. It was so weird.
They didn't let you into their key parties, did they?
No, they didn't. They did not. Fucking assholes.
It's because of the sweater, dude.
No, I like this sweater.
That sweater.
That sweater.
It's the sweater, and your teeth made them jealous.
That's
They're too straight.
Yep.
That's what it was. I didn't get complimented on my teeth while out there. Not in London, but in Ireland. But yeah, it was a lot of history that I learned out there in Ireland, and that was fucking amazing. I think that was probably my favorite part. Like, I mean, I don't know if I've ever fucking mentioned it on the show, but studied archaeology and anthropology for a few years, so seeing a lot of ruins was just fucking awesome as hell. And then
Dating
history
old
from,
women
like-
doesn't give you the ability to say you studied archaeology.
No.
No.
Oh shit! Well, I take it back. I take it back.
Cougars in the projects.
I thought that was zoology or something like that.
Wait, this one's gonna go over your head.
Yeah.
But remember that show late at night? Was it Real Sex or something? Was it Cinemax or HBO where they did all the different episodes? Like where it talked about different sex clubs or stuff around the world. They go on like late at night at HBO. Or
Yeah, it was Pornocopia.
remember when they first started showing, like we were younger, they showed that England had barbershops for pubes. I remember that episode.
They do?
That's why I say that joke, and I
Oh,
started the
shit.
joke with you because I remember
That's a real thing.
I remember that episode on that sex show, and it wasn't a sex show; it was just like crazy sex,
Right.
and it was about like a literal barbershop where they were dyeing the hair down there, they were bedazzling it, they were doing it, and you'd sit there in a chair pantless, and guys and girls would get their shit done.
Huh.
That's where
Maybe I
that
should look into
that's
that.
where
I never-
that joke came from to me because I remembered it being on a kid late at night on that show.
Right. No, and I don't remember that one, but I do remember one where in the show, this guy was married to a female porn star.
Okay.
And he wanted to be a porn star too. But the only way for him to get in,
You to start at the bottom.
literal.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
So like, and I forget. This could have been HBO or Showtime or something like that. It could have been Skinamax for all I remember. I don't really remember, but the thing I do remember is because they had interviewed the wife 1st, and you saw like her content and the shit that she was doing, and then you see him, and they do blur it out or they kind of pan away so you don't see anything, but they imply what's going on. So in between takes there, and this was the setting on this one was a boxing ring. In between takes, this straight guy who's wants to be in straight porn, but is doing gay porn, keeps going basically over to his corner like fucking Rocky, and feeling up his wife. In between takes of
To remind himself he's still straight.
in between takes of sucking cock, this dude is literally like, I remember like he's like standing there and he's just not even really looking at her. He's just like grabbing her tits and ass and stuff and just being like you could just see like
This frustration,
the defeat in his face. I was like, dude, I cannot believe that this is, you're like, I don't know, I never know whatever happened to them, but it's the same series where I was introduced to Evan Stone, the guy who is he's a male porn star. He had a wife and a girlfriend. I was like, oh, fucking cool. Or he had a wife and his wife had a girlfriend. I forget what it was, but
either way, it taught you a new possibility for your future.
it's just, you're in college and you're like, damn.
Oh, I was talking way younger than college.
So no, the one, there was like a series that came out. I don't know. I think it was new when I was in college, and that's why we were watching it, because it like came on. It was like Saturday night or Sunday night or something. But it was one of those shows that like came on later. I'm pretty sure it was called Pornocopia, and they would just do different things about like the porn industry, right? Like, I think the Valley in Southern California was at the time like the porn capital, and it was like. I remember one of the episodes was like going down in the valley, and then they talked about the amount of porn stars who like basically need recreational drugs to do their jobs, right? And they had this one girl, she's like flipping out, she's like waiting for her fucking meth to show up, and she's like, no, I am not getting on camera without it. I won't. I was like, damn.
What the fuck?
Right. So it's just fucked
Holy
up
shit.
Just a lot of weird, stuff that kind of goes on there.
Pornocopia.
It was called Pornocopia, yeah. Pretty sure that's what it was called.
That's crazy.
Something like that.
Looks like I know what I'm watching tonight.
Porn something, but yeah. And then, I mean, since we're on the topic of, like, true or reality TV, you guys hear Melania Trump's documentary premiered this week?
I did not hear anything about this. I
really
was hearing something
But
about
as,
this.
but as an aspiring director and somebody in the industry, shouldn't you be up on everything being released?
I
was on vacation for.
He's on vacation.
I have not looked at anything from anyone.
They spent $35 million on marketing on a movie they spent $40 million to make.
To buy.
They spent what?
No, everything all in. It was $40 million. The price tag on Amazon to buy rights and all that shit. It was a $40 million price tag to Amazon just to get the movie made. Mm-hmm. Then they spent $35 million marketing it.
Almost twice, nice.
Do you remember what they pulled in?
Yeah, they marketed it, and I did not watch it.
Right,
I didn't see anything about it.
It premiered this week.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Okay, so a few things that I had seen where. I forget what city or even state it was in, but they had bus stops and buses that had her like the movie thing, the movie advertisement on it, and it just said her name, and then there was like this blank space kind of in between, and then she's like at the bottom of the picture, like sitting there. People were vandalizing the ads and writing stuff in the blank space, right? And it was just basically this. All stuff that you would like, but a few of them were kind of funny. It's like, Melania, my husband, blank, cross, blurred out kids. It's like, oh my God. So these bus companies had to start rerouting buses or changing where their advertisements were, so they weren't going to neighborhoods where there was a high likelihood of it being vandalized just for what it was.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean,
so one thing I read today was, so it premiered last night. They had the formal whatever Trump Kennedy Center premiere. Only Don Jr. showed up. Okay, Barron wasn't there. Tiffany wasn't there. Ivanka wasn't there. None of them. Amazon didn't show up.
What the fuck?
Right? Jeff Bezos didn't show up.
It bombed that bad.
One report from a theater that it was playing at in Boston said they had 0 ticket sales for the very first showing, and 1 or 2 tickets for like a later showing. That's all they were reporting for this. They're estimating single-digit millions for the box office.
Yeah.
So it's not
Oh,
gonna. It
shit.
will not hit $10 million
Yeah,
in.
they're talking at like 2 to 3 tops
Right.
million making.
Sounds
And
like it'd be
after you
even
said
better.
that, I looked it up, and it was talking about most theaters. We're talking on average of 2 to 3 customers per showing.
Those fucking shit. That's
I almost feel like that should be a record.
It might be.
It would almost have to be.
Right. What was that one movie that they made a movie about making with Franco in it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was a movie about making a movie, right?
Yes.
Oh.
And he was like the weird foreign guy with the long dark hair and
Right.
the gloves on. He was acting all weird. Green Door or Green something or
I don't remember, but I do kind of remember like the previews and shit for
where
it,
the
and it
movie
a
was like
weird-
so bad and messed up that it was like kind of got a cult following on it.
Oh, really?
And they made the movie about making it.
The only one I know that was like so bad that I like had seen it younger when I was like grade school maybe, and realized how bad it was, and then years later in college watching Entourage, and Vinny Chase's publicist mentions it. She's like talking about some project he's doing, and she's like ranting. She goes, and it did less business than Geely. I was like, oh my God, I actually saw that fucking movie. It was like a Ben Affleck horrible
Oh yeah.
romantic comedy.
Yeah. This was called The Disaster Artist. I just looked it up.
The Disaster Artist.
Yeah, and it was about the making of the movie The Room.
The Room. I feel like. Have you seen The Room? I feel like
It was like an
I
Oscar
remember it,
From like 2003.
level movie.
I remember something.
Cult
about it. What
following.
Was it about?
I don't
Do you
remember.
remember? No.
I remember what the movie about making it was about.
Right.
Was it about making the movie?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
James
All I
Fra-
can say about that movie is that I do remember my now ex-wife when we were dating. She was like going somewhere, and she was like, "Oh, I went to watch Room." I thought she said she went to the bar, the Watch Room,
The Watch Room.
but she went to with a friend to
Watch
watch the
the
movie Room or whatever it was. It was like, oh, okay. It was weird. It was very weird. But yeah, I was watching a little clip from the red carpet, and Trump and Melania are doing like some stuff together, and they go to like turn to walk away, and some reporter or some photographer yells out, "Hey Melania, let's just get some shots of you," and like Trump tries to pull her with him off stage or off center, away from the backdrop, and she just like perfectly just kind of moves her hand, and it was like almost like one of those AI
Just
videos
slide
where
out.
she just fucking like went right through the dude, and that was when you saw like her smile fucking changes. She goes from being this like, you could see it's like a fake ass smile with Trump, to like her real smile where she's like by herself and like, this is my project and this
Right.
is something that like, you know, whatever. It was like, wow, you could clearly see you could see he didn't like the fact that he was being
She was getting attention. He
was being second fiddled,
Right.
you know, because he's an egomaniac.
Yeah.
If, you know, he needs all the attention,
Yeah.
right? Like he's all pissed
But
off
that's
right
not
now about
true.
that Vanity Fair
That's
thing.
so not true. He doesn't need all the attention. He doesn't want all the attention. Matt Stone and Trey Parker made it very clear to us that he doesn't like attention.
Oh yeah, don't look at me.
He got so upset, I heard, when he was seen in the desert running around without clothes.
Oh yeah, it's my micro penis.
Yep.
Little guy.
little
Little guy came. Came out and talked. Remember?
You said what was the name of the movie again? What did she call it?
Room.
The Room.
No. Melania.
It's called
Melania.
Melania 20 Days to History or something.
20
and
Days to History.
it's supposed to be the 20 days leading up to Trump's second inauguration. Everybody thought it was going to be some like documentary about her and her life.
All right.
But really it was just a behind the scenes look at what's going on at the White House
Oh, so
while they're trying to get ready for the inauguration. So it's
yeah,
a propagandic puff piece is
Yeah.
what I'm assuming it actually is.
it's what it sounds like.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but it was funny. She said something like, you know, there's laughter, there's sadness, there's fashion. Like, oh,
That was a
God.
quote in the movie.
No, this was her talking
Oh.
about. This is
Oh.
her talking about the movie. It's like a quote of hers about the movie. It was just fucking hilarious.
You know, and just all these like people that are on like Trump's level, that like children and parents and like anybody who's just like in that fucking level of wealth is just they're
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you were going
No,
with
no,
that.
no,
You should have seen Mike and I looking at each other for a second.
We
We're
were-
like, holy shit. Are you on that fucking 1,000,000-page drop they just did and you know something that we don't?
No, I was just saying they're all fucking just out of touch from reality because of how fucking wealthy they
Well, the
are.
paperwork says they're not out of touch.
Speaking of the paperwork, what's up with the paperwork right now?
Guess who's in it?
Is it Trump?
Oh yeah, we know that.
Well, everyone-
No, I mean, that's known.
Okay.
Musk.
I could have figured that.
So,
I could've-
and
You know
I
what's
didn't,
fun?
and I didn't know this, that he had he's been interviewed about it.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh yeah, Epstein always wanted me to come to his island, but I never went." In the emails, it's him saying, "I'm gonna be in the St. Bart's or whatever area.
Uh-huh.
What's a good time to stop by?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I'm here from these dates to these dates. I'll send you a helicopter."
Yeah.
Cool. So I
Like-
guess he didn't show up that time, right?
Uh-huh.
But then there's another email from Epstein's assistant to Epstein being like, "Oh, and Elon called. He wanted to know when you guys could reschedule hanging out at the fucking thing,
Yeah.
going to the island or whatever." And he was like, he had sent him like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I really had hoped for us to finally have our first hangout where the only thing on the agenda was fun."
Goddamn.
I was like, "Damn, fucked up."
Fucking.
You know what bothers me though, by the way? So the market changes so much on different stuff. So as
Yeah.
soon as I saw that, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna start watching the Tesla stock today and keep checking. I just checked again. After something like that, you'd expect a dip,
dropped,
right?
right.
No,
Is it staying more or less the same?
Yeah.
Going up? What the
it just
fuck?
didn't it didn't add up for me. Like, why wouldn't the stock drop,
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
right?
Because they all already knew.
Institutionally held now.
Right. So the last dip.
There-
Remember the last
Yep.
big dip
Yep.
they had? That's probably where it came from.
There was something that I saw like a little while ago where like this guy was talking about how there's this guy who was like he has this cool ass private island, right? You have all these fucking people who are talking about who are denying that they've ever been to this fucking island, right? This guy who claims he has this cool ass island is inviting all the richest people, all the most powerful people, all the most fucking all these celebrities, all whatever the hell it is, to this island to party with all the coolest, richest people and celebrities and everything, and apparently, you get an invite. You're rich as fuck right now, and you get an invite. You're gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna go to that. Like, there's something kind of sounded off. No, almost everybody, whether you knew anything about it or not, would probably be like, oh, dude, I just got invited to like the hottest fucking thing in town right now. Like,
So you would go.
if you don't know what it is,
So you would go.
If I don't know, yes.
Having
Yeah,
not
what the fuck? Like, it's not a fucking like a gotcha thing. It's like it's a thing of like the same thing. Well, it's like fucking how Hitler got Nazis to fucking follow him is like everybody wants to deny. Oh yeah, like most people will not be fucking. No, that's not fucking true. If you get tricked into doing something, people have a fucking hive mind of things. Almost everybody, especially if you don't know, if you're told something and then you go over there and it's something else, you're gonna fucking go to it. If you got invited to a fucking big ass party right now, I told you, I was like, dude, like the greatest fucking people are gonna be there. You're telling me you're gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna get
I'd probably still go to sleep.
yeah, yeah, you probably would.
I mean, honestly-
you probably would. I think that's more of just like you think though, rather than like.
I'd ask Mike, hey Mike, I got an invite to this. You want it? I'm going to bed.
It'd be, yeah, let's all go to it. And then it'd be like, oh, your invitation, we had to take it away. Sorry, we invited too many people.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I'll take the invitation, but, chances are I'm going to get knocked off the list for somebody else. Now, I kind of understand what you're saying.
But how
Like-
long does that stay a hush secret? Is what I meant in that circle.
What do you mean? Oh well.
Okay,
well,
so
yeah,
I got
right.
I got a perfect
Right,
example for
right.
you.
did he?
Diddy.
I was going right there too.
Right.
Like after the first one, you kind of know.
How much do you criticize, scrutinize, eyeball his lyrics now?
Yeah, I haven't listened to him.
No, like even
yeah,
when for like a a Diddy or a Puffy, Mace, fucking, why can't I think of the cocksucker's name? Fucking,
Gyro?
Biggie.
Yes, Biggie. I don't know why I just fucking
Alright.
mind farted on that.
Alright.
Or you hear like a Biggie Smalls song
Yeah,
where
yeah.
he'll
I told
start
you.
rapping. No. I mean, I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
All right.
I'm just seeing like, like there's a, well, you and your friends can get with me and my friends, and we can do this every weekend.
Right.
Like when I hear that line, I think, yeah, he was doing these
That was the
parties
party.
that far
That was
back.
the
Yeah, 100%.
And honestly, until that became like a criminal thing,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that odd for a celebrity to have fucking
Parties like
weird
that, right?
sex parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume that's what these fucking people do. They're not. They're like different.
And so I started watching like Boondocks, or rewatching Boondocks again recently, and they had I just passed by that episode where like the gay rapper episode. What the fuck's his name? I can't remember his name.
I don't remember.
But
I haven't seen that shit since college.
yeah, fucking.
Such a funny show.
Yeah.
But right, no, it's fucking hilarious. When I was watching it, I was like, dude, like I was thinking, I was like, they had to have known. These guys, like the guy, because there was like a lot of big names on that fucking show that were like working, that were writing it, that were voicing it. They had to have known something about this, and this had to have been something about like the Diddy fucking parties. The way like he's like, oh yeah, like this guy's just he's in the closet because if he comes out type of thing, then it becomes a whole fucking ordeal, And that was what the episode was about. And it was like I was like, man, like there was like weird similarities between like while watching it, like between this and like what potentially might have been happening or whatever the
Right.
fuck
I mean, look how many
thing.
times Family Guy
Yeah.
said some shit
Right.
a year or more before it became.
Simpsons.
Like-
How many times did Simpsons?
Well,
do
no,
it?
that's different.
Look,
Simpsons were predicting the future,
Yeah.
whereas Family Guy would have like a Peter cutaway and say something about something, and you wouldn't really like.
Right.
It would just kind of like go. It was there, and it like just didn't quite really land
Yeah.
with like, let's say, the three of us, right? But anybody who knows the inside part of that, which we found out maybe
Later on.
right, like what was one of them was probably like Harvey Weinstein or something.
Well, I was going to say
feel
the
like
Jenner jokes.
Which one?
Jenner. Remember they made
Kris
jokes
Jenner?
about Jenner?
Did they?
About Bruce wanting to be a woman.
Oh yeah, but then they do the one, or I mean, South Park really went in on Bruce Jenner.
No, I know, but Family Guy did an episode calling him feminine before he ever did his transition.
Oh,
So
okay,
Oh, shit.
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So I don't remember that. What was one that I'm trying to? Fuck, I had one on the tip.
But I
of my
think the
tongue.
perfect example for you're going for is look at Hannibal Buress, the comedian. Mm-hmm. Remember, he had a whole stand-up joke about Cosby and women before he even got arrested or there was a trial for it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the big reasons people say that the only reason he got famous and it got bigger is because of that joke.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean,
No,
when
he's literally on like roasts where the part where they actually make the joke. Dude, the only reason you're famous is because you started the Cosby joke.
right, and yeah, sure, but that means who knows if he had some sort of insider
Yep.
knowledge, like like the people at Family Guy might
Right.
have been invited to a party or been offered something and been like, the fuck,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Like, oh fuck, why can't I not remember it now? But I mean, they would do things all the time, like, but there was like Me Too stuff, like who was it that they like were calling out and everybody was like, no way, no way, no way, and it was like, holy shit.
Rose
no-
McGowan? Was it Rose McGowan? Wasn't she one of the first people that came forward with Weinstein? The girl from Charmed.
No, I know who you're talking about. I'm just trying to think. I know they did a Weinstein joke like a year before the Me Too movement hit. I do remember that because it was, like even Entourage fucking did shit about Weinstein. He was the producer that made Medellin from a shit movie to one that people wanted to watch because he fixed the trailer. right? And that's all he did. But he was like this. They met him in Sundance. He was this absolute piece of shit guy, and you don't really know as like a regular viewer that this guy is supposed to be based off of Harvey Weinstein,
Right.
you know, like shit like that, or something, you know, or you know, like all the Robot Chicken,
Oh.
you know, like you know, and that they're connected to the Facebook, or why do I keep saying that, Family Guy crew too, right? So like you know, they do the thing where you know, they love calling Walt Disney anti-Semitic Nazi lover.
Right.
Right, and then they did the whole episode where he's like, you know, alien, and then he goes to Disney World, right, and like wakes up the fucking zombie.
On Family Guy?
Right.
Huh?
South Park.
No, that was Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken, yeah.
Where he was like a
Yeah, I remember
spider
Spider
crawling kind of dude who was just his head on a erector set spider kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, it's just nuts how, you know, like, yeah, a lot of these people know what's going on. Shit doesn't get said because it's like, well, you know, I don't want to necessarily, you know, get kicked out of the industry maybe or something, but I can say something like this and
Make like
only
jokes
the
about
people
it, right?
that know will know.
Right.
You know,
Like, how much do you think like other than just the shows like that, like in movies and everything, where they've probably like they've probably had references or whatever to people like this and all the time. Like I feel like it happens a lot more in media than what people realize because we don't fucking know.
right? Exactly.
You know? Like, but the
We
people
should
don't
know.
We should.
FOIA them. Find out for me.
That's it. Yeah.
That's your
That's your thing, I think, right?
that's your speciality.
Yeah.
No, it gets pretty fucked though with
Yeah. Speaking of fuck, dude. You guys been watching the news at all? Paying attention?
not too much since I've been back.
All right, so you know we all know, everybody knows, ICE is pretty much in every major city at this point, right?
Right.
2 people in the last 2 weeks have been shot in Minneapolis, right?
I heard of one.
The most recent one was this past Saturday, so a week ago tomorrow.
Or is it a woman also? Is that-
So it was a woman.
Okay.
She got shot in the face trying to drive away from them,
Yeah.
and they said that, oh, she was driving towards us. They shot her like 4 fucking times
Right.
in the face.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever. So fast forward to this past Saturday, and this ICU nurse from the Minneapolis Veterans Hospital gets shot.
Yeah.
Right? Now, initial reactions are, fuck this guy, you know, he's an agitator, he's an insurrectionist, he's a domestic terrorist, all this. Then you find out, oh, he's an ICU nurse at the veterans place, right? Then you see cell phone camera showing them disarming this dude before they shot him,
Yep.
right? So then you see that, right? And it just, for me, it just lends to the whole thing why smart people say, I'm not saying anything until the investigation, you know, let the investigation
Right.
come out. We don't know what happened, you know, that kind of shit. Whereas currently, whoever's in charge, it's more about who's going to be the first one to say it.
Yeah.
You know, who's going to be the first one to be like, oh, yeah, Trump's protecting America, you know, or, okay, here's the other thing. Democrats are talking about a government shutdown right now, right? And Republican ops are saying, like, oh, so the Democrats care more about illegal aliens than they do about American citizens, right? So, if you looked at either of the 2 people that got shot and killed by ICE recently, neither of them were illegal aliens.
Yeah.
They were white people,
Yeah.
right? So, you know, and look, the race to me really could fucking not matter, but I like the hypocrisy, seeing the hypocrisy on the other side, right?
So my favorite hypocrisy is the video you sent me today.
Which one?
The gun control.
Right. So, you think about it like this, right? So, Second Amendment. You know, Republicans love the Second Amendment, right?
Right.
When it's their people,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But you get a Second Amendment loving
Yeah.
Democrat or liberal or whatever, and Oh, all of a sudden they're terrorists now.
Yep.
Right.
Right? Oh, you shouldn't be going to a protest with a loaded weapon and extra clips
Yep.
and this.
But Kyle Rittenhouse was a national hero.
Right.
Right.
But then you look
Which
at
is-
Kyle Rittenhouse, who drove from
Illinois.
Woodstock, Illinois
That's
to
what a lot of people were
Kenosha,
saying about
Wisconsin.
the
Right.
right?
So,
Or the
And he shot and killed somebody
Right. Yeah.
standing next to police.
so like as we said before, we have it on the site. We've said it.
Yeah.
We don't go for one side. We're
Right.
not Republican. We're not Democrat. We'll go for both. But the problem is right now, it's so fucking hypocritical.
Right.
The party, like I'm watching these videos, and I almost feel like we're doing the same thing that happened a long time ago, where the party switched. Mm-hmm. I feel like we're starting to switch again, just because of the fact that what's occurring isn't aligning with the policy beliefs.
Right.
So they're starting to do a realignment.
Right.
And only a realignment so they can maintain their idea of morals. Because what's happening now does not align with what's being said.
The best reaction, not best, but I guess call it the cutest, or my favorite responder to this, the outcry or the demonization of this guy Alex Petty, who was shot and killed by ICE, is fuck. I just lost my train of thought for a second. Alex Petty. Fuck, where's I going with that?
Your
Shit.
favorite reaction to it?
Oh, my favorite reaction, NRA. The NR motherfucking A. You know, you can always count on that organization to, regardless of who the fuck you are, stand up for your right as an American citizen to bear arms anywhere where you're allowed to bear arms. Right? So, there was no pre-planned anything that said you can't bring guns to this,
right.
But then everybody's yelling, "Oh, you can't go and bring a gun to my father, a former Chicago cop, is like, you can't bring a gun to a police action." First thing I said was, unless you're a fucking white kid, right? Because then I go, Kyle Rittenhouse, not even from Wisconsin, drove from Illinois to Wisconsin, and with his fucking gun that was almost bigger than him.
That he wasn't even legally allowed to use.
Right, which we come to find out later that he wasn't even legally allowed to have. Yet this dude walked free because...
As a national hero.
Right.
And he sued people for defamation and slander for hurting him.
Right.
And won.
The guy he killed was swinging a skateboard. You know? Now, another video of Alex Petty comes out, right? And it's him tussling with some ICE guys, and then an ICE vehicle driving away, and he kicks it, right? Now, we don't know. I couldn't tell if he actually hit it or if he just kicked at it, right? Now, Trump goes all apeshit. Like, oh, he kicked a very expensive part of a very expensive government vehicle. You know, oh, the fucking taillight?
Right.
Okay. So a taillight is now is worth this guy's life then, is what you're saying. You know, the cool thing about that video is if you keep watching it, dude's packing in the video. So he grapples a little bit with federal agents. They likely felt that gun on him.
Yeah.
And he walked away from them that day. Now, the next time, they disarm him and then they shot him.
What the fuck?
Right. You know, so my feeling is, you know, the other thing they said recently was that a memo went out to agents that they're now no longer need a judge's signature on their warrants before entering a residence.
Yeah, which is fucked up.
Which is 1,000% against the Constitution.
Yes, yeah.
Right? So, you know, the point I made to my dad, I was like, Dad, what's the point of the Second Amendment? It was to keep the fucking King of England out of your fucking business. So, if you know, it's well-regulated militia, all that shit, right? You know, we may not be a well-regulated militia here, but we could easily turn into one.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way for you to say that we're not.
Yeah.
The difference is once you call yourself a militia, you end up on a different fucking list.
Right.
You know, Michigan militia, shit like that.
Not as bad as the list you're on, but still a bad list.
So, I mean, when it comes to that, I got a feeling that it's just a matter of time now.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Trump took Kristi Noem and Greg Bovino out of Minneapolis. He told them to go fucking focus on the southern border. And he sent Tom Homan in, who, look, he's a prick too, but at least he's got 30 years of actually being a cop. You know, of knowing what it's like to be law enforcement. He's not pretending. You know?
So when situations like that pop up, the first thing that pops in my head was this movie back in the day with Robert Redford, The Last Castle.
Loved it.
One of great fucking brilliant movie. And I know I've mentioned it before,
Yeah.
but in a situation like that, it's like taking a bunch of prisoners with experience versus a bunch of guards with none. Gandolfini versus Redford. And Redford and prisoners, unarmed prisoners, are able to arm themselves and take down an armed, guarded prison and all the guards because they have experience. And that's what I feel like in a situation. Doesn't matter how much firepower you have and what's going on.
Strategy.
Strategy eventually always pays off.
Yeah.
You know? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, your strategy is key in, you know, most of these things.
So, speaking of random crazy strategies, I actually got a text from someone. I'm not going to say who it is, but they said, "Are you recording?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they go, "You should talk about the parking in Chicago while you guys are rambling."
Well, like,
Parking in Chicago.
Okay, so when we were in grade school, the city of Chicago sold our parking meters
Right.
to one of your cousins for 75 years.
Yeah.
Right? So anytime there's a city festival
Yeah.
and the parking and the street gets closed, the city has to pay
For the meters.
for the lost revenue to the company that bought the
Oh, no shit.
yeah, the rights to the meters.
What?
Yeah. So
What the fuck kind of deal is that?
yeah.
I think like they're actually retarded though. Right?
So they get all the money from the parking.
Yeah.
All of it.
The city only gets the ticket money.
Right.
So what the message said to me, and which is what I would do, is Chicago should have taken Chicago lets the deal go. Chicago should drop all ticket prices to $10 and just tell everybody to stop paying for it and just make the money off the tickets.
Honestly. Not bad.
Now, that is a class act of a fucking move. Now, we don't know what the contract says.
Yeah.
Right.
That, you know, but any lost revenue has to be paid by the city.
Right.
So this even accounts for handicap. Handicap people with handicap stickers for their
Right,
cars,
right.
you don't have to pay for meters
Okay.
anywhere in the city.
And so the city has to cover.
The city has to cover that too.
That's
Right.
stupid.
So this over the last couple of weeks, there's been like some talk about trying to buy them back. At this point, it would cost more to buy them back than what the city originally was sold for.
Well,
Twice,
I'd
twice
imagine
as much.
so.
Twice as
But
much.
like double.
Yep.
So they paid 70. They got
Actually,
75 billion
So
for the meters.
so yeah, the concept
Or-
was
No, it was 475
lower
years.
because right
but-
now it's like $75 a ticket if you don't pay. Right. Nobody pays. People get in trouble. But if you lower every ticket to not pay
Right.
to $10, the city keeps the $10 tickets.
Yeah.
They don't get any money off of that. They only
Yeah.
get money if you pay for it.
Right.
And we don't get charged if you don't pay because we're ticketing them. We're supposed to manage it. For a $10 ticket, I think most people would pay it, and a lot of people would just not pay for the parking anymore because a $10 ticket downtown is cheaper than paying for fucking parking.
Right. So I don't agree with the $10 mark on account of just going to work every day. Right. I'm watching these guys
$10 every day
fix,
just-
fix these bridges that go over the 290 expressway. I take a road that dead ends into Rush Hospital. They've got these seams that go over the expressway that are worn away. The rubber is worn away. They are basically like you can almost see straight down to the highway through these things. Like they're just wearing away.
Yeah.
But the city will fix a pothole in a bike lane on the exact same bridge and not touch the street part where the cars are going and where people are probably losing or blowing out tires and shit on this stuff.
Right.
Because of how deep and jagged it looks, right? I won't go back the other way because when I'm standing there at the light waiting to turn, I look over and I see this fucking, canyon of a pothole. So over the last few weeks, I noticed a metal plate was placed over it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So now, but they only, and it might have something to do with it being like a bridge and vibrations and shit. They only bolted down one side of it.
Okay.
So it rattles every time somebody goes over it, whatever. So recently now, they have fixed, or not fixed, they half-assingly patched the hole.
Right.
Right? So it's less of a chasm now and more of just a bit of a shitty, bit of a shitty dip.
Okay.
Right? They did not take the plate with them when they left.
So you got that.
No. The plate is about 10 feet away from where the seam that they were putting over this giant pothole was.
Uh-huh.
It's still got a bolt that looks like it's about 4 to 6 inches long attached to it and bent at an almost 90-degree angle from being run over so many fucking times. Right now, I've seen this plate change position on this street over the last week just going to work.
God damn.
To where I'm like at one point when I first saw it, I was like, oh, they fixed it? Oh, and they just put it over here to cover a different one. And then I realized, no, they're not covering shit. They forgot the steel plate with all its bolts still in their bolt holes sitting there on Paulina in between, Rush University Hospital.
Right.
Between the emergency room and I don't know what's across the street, like a cancer center or something, probably, if I had to guess. But I mean, I'm just like, what the hell? So I can't really agree with the $10 thing because we need that money to like fix streets and shit.
No, but what they were saying is because think about it now.
No, I get what they're saying. I'm just saying $10.
Economies of scale,
right? Now, if it's like a $70 ticket, drop it to $30.
Yep.
Right? I'm not going to balk at a $30 ticket, and it costs you probably $30 to $50 to park in a garage downtown for a few hours, right?
Yep.
Personally, I've done it before. I did it when I lived in New York. I will take that fucking ticket before I go into a garage. I did it. That was just how I did it.
Okay. It's just inconvenience of it.
I was like, yeah, well, I could, pay for the illegal parking ticket usually, or I just throw a buck in so as I walk away, so whoever's walking by, doesn't hit me right away. But then maybe they get me, maybe they don't. But if I go to a garage, I am 100% paying that garage fee.
Yeah.
That's kind of how that goes.
He likes to gamble.
I don't.
See that?
I gamble with my life. Not necessarily too much with my wallet. Yet, that's also untrue. I just don't have a lot of money, so I don't like to use it. Whether it's on a fee or anything.
God damn.
That was my little Mitch Hedberg impression. How was it? You don't know who that guy is either, do you?
I was waiting for his response.
Nope.
All right, I got something. So I got a feeling we're going to start winding down. All right? I got something I want to end on.
All right.
What do you got, Joe?
No, I was going to say I have a good way to close out from now on, but
Okay,
do that
cool.
first, then we'll
get
go to
there.
that.
All right, so lady at work, she's got kids. She's got 3 girls and a boy.
Mm-hmm.
The boy is like, I don't know, somewhere preteen. And I'm hanging out in the office talking to people, and she's complaining about how bad her son's aim is in the bathroom. Right? And how she's like having this like all out battle with him about getting him to clean the bathroom. Because, she's like, you're the only one doing it. No, it's not me, I swear. And it's like, why is it yellow up here on the top of the seat? Why is it here? Why is it there? Why is it there?
God damn.
And like, she's like, is he like on his phone scrolling? Is it like, is it that hard? She's like, Mike, is it that hard? I'm like, well, okay. Yes, and it's a skill, but it's also unpredictable. And she's like, what do you mean it's unpredictable? I'm like, all right, so, a few weeks ago, I saw this meme on Instagram, right? And this girl had been complaining, or the guy was saying that this girl was complaining about, his aim or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, so I want to do a test. right? So he gives her the garden hose. She puts it between her legs. She's got a 5-gallon bucket in front of her. He tells her, just try to get as much as you can into the bucket, right? She's like, are you ready? She's like, ready. Okay, so he turns on the water, right? So it starts out kind of slow, and then he cranks it up, and then he goes down, and then he does the like, right? And she's like, for a while, she's kind of like all over, in the beginning, in the middle, she's good.
Yeah.
But the beginning and end, she's all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like kind of telling the girls this. I'm like, so, like the strength of my stream sometimes depends on.
Do like the finger in the middle or like it split and everything too?
We'll get there.
Okay, all right.
Remember,
I'll go ahead.
Ray, how many times do you put your finger in the middle of your stream?
Hold on, shut
Every
up.
time.
This is. He's getting into something even weirder that we're going to address. But we're talking about 10, 12-year-old kid, right? This is not.
And that's not what I'm fucking talking about. The video, fucker.
Huh?
In the video.
What about the video?
In the video, at some point, he was like, you also get the split screen.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Right. So he goes through all these different scenarios.
So, like, the scenarios
correct.
Of it, yeah.
You've seen it well.
Yeah.
Good. So you've seen that. So I'm kind of telling them this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then, there's, like, look, if I remember correctly from that age, like, things aren't that big.
Right.
So, like, you're basically going straight out.
Yeah.
Unless you're, aiming down right away, and like, I'm like kind of going like this. She's like, oh my God. She goes, is it like baked into your male DNA? Like, you're this, older guy you had the same problems as my kid that my kid's having now. And I was like, I remember my mom was inviting a friend over or something.
Right.
And my mom and my older sister, their goal for that week, they had 2 goals in mind for me. One, they wanted me to close the door when I went to the bathroom because I was cool with the open door policy, right? And you guys know I kind of still am. Then the other thing they wanted me doing was making sure I think I lifted the seat.
Okay.
Because what I would do, so I didn't have to. Well, if I don't lift it, I don't have to put it down.
Yeah.
So if I stand straight over and pee straight down, there's no mistakes. There's no. I got I beat the system, right? Well, no, because I think I know what I'm doing, but I'm a fucking stupid kid. I got a tiny little stupid kid pecker, and I don't know what and then I fast forward to now. Fuck, like I think about it now. I'm like, fuck. Sometimes, depending on when I took my last breath, can determine the strength of my stream, and if I have to take a breath in the middle, I might get a pause in the stream, like things like that. I'm like, fuck.
It, yeah.
And then you go into Me, Myself, and Irene.
Right, and then you get older, and you get into the whole me, myself, and Irene situation, where you go to the bathroom after you've hooked up, and your aim is down. You think, hey,
your aim is everywhere.
Yeah.
You thinking, I know what I'm doing. I don't need a light. I don't need, whatever. You go to pee, you're aiming straight down at the toilet. Like you could never think anything wrong could ever happen. As soon as that stream starts, there's a little bit of man milk got stuck in the chamber, and I think we diverted the fucking pipe, and all of a sudden, you're pointed straight, but your stream is going out at a fucking 30, 40, 120 degree angle sometimes.
It's kind of like when Mo puts it in the middle to block it, except it does it naturally.
Right. Oh, yeah. Irene! Why am I peeing like I was up all night having
You
sex?
told me you never done that.
I'm not into water sports.
So then I went into a little story where I was like, I woke up in the middle of the night, I went to the bathroom, and I was like, I have this toilet seat that, like, basically goes down slowly, automatically, almost. Like, it's almost, like, built to, like, not stay up completely. Mm. But it's not, it's just, there's just a point of no return, almost, right? Or, like, you gotta balance it. So, like, I had gotten one of these, like, bathroom fucking carpet bundles. It comes one for the shower, one for the vanity, one for the toilet. So I got this thing in there. Well, it's got one for the top of the toilet. So that's down there. I go to the bathroom, I lift the toilet, not really paying attention. Fucking seat comes falling back down as I'm peeing. I hit it straight on, and it like this is the middle of it's like 3-4 fucking morning in the middle of the week, like not like a weekend night or something where, like I woke up and I had some water, like we'll take a leak real quick. All of a sudden, I feel like I've just pissed all over myself, basically from like almost like the knees down, because that's about where I'd say my knees is about where my stream hit the seat as it was coming back down. Right, and I'm like, God damn it! I like picked it up, and then I gotta clean. Like I'm awake at this point. Like,
I think you texted me after that. You're
like, God damn it!
Because I was the only one you knew that'd be up normally at that time.
I'm like, fuck, Joe. Like what? It's like I just peed all over my goddamn bathroom.
I remember. How'd you know I was gonna be up? You're always fucking up.
Yeah, well, that's what time Joe usually gets up. Like, God damn it! So. I'm telling her this, and I'm like, what? I gotta bring this to the guys. So if I've got this much in common with this kid, how much? Like, do you guys remember anything like this from like when you were growing up? Like, did your moms usually? Because my dad never said a word to me about my aim, but he didn't have to sit down. He didn't have to sit down, did he? And that was the argument my older sister made was I gotta sit there after you peed all over the seat. I'm like, I am an asshole. I
remember trying to be clever because I didn't want to wash my hands. And I used to just kind of like pull down my pants with the sweats and hold it on top and use the sides of my sweats to aim it and lift it up and down.
Use the elastic of your underwear.
It cuts off a part of the stream like that.
Yes, it does. But then
it shoots out at the end.
No, you put the Frank goes over the elastic band, and you're just holding it on the sides,
raising it up and down.
I still feel like it blocks off.
And it adjusts it, but it's like if I was being a kid, I didn't want to wash my hands. I didn't want, so I'm just like going like that.
Trying to get in and out of this fucking bathroom and get back to building Legos or playing video games, whatever the fuck I was doing.
Video games.
No,
and if I get my hands all wet, might slip on the button, or I would like to
I gotta dry them.
Yeah.
And in most locations, I just did the fucking seat lift up thing, and then just fucking put it back down after I was done. But with my family, it was like I
you didn't have seats over there.
Exactly. No,
it's just a hole.
It was well, actually, some places
or a bush.
It was a hole.
Or an infidel.
But with like it's also like a fucking a sinful-ish thing. Like it's if like you don't pee.
I remember that from Family Guy.
Like if it splatters,
you're a naughty little child, and that's concentrated evil coming out of you.
Some shit like that. Like no, not fucking the act of taking a piss or whatever, right? But like the splashback of it, because like you're supposed to like. When you go to make this thing, it's called like wudu. Wudu is like supposed to be like washing your hands and face and legs and everything with water right before prayer, and so it will not count as like pure or clean wudu if there's like piss all over the place. So we were forced to sit down to piss in the house.
You got Michael Scotted.
Yeah, like we were forced. So like that's why I've never.
Do
really
you still
had those
sit
issues.
down?
No, not anymore. But if
obviously we got bad aim issues now.
He still does.
No, get the fuck out.
He still sits down.
No, I don't. But like right now, my technique I think for pissing on like where like you don't get much of a fucking splashback because a lot of times I actually started pissing like when I was in home and everything, right? Was you go it's like a 30 something degree up off of the water. And you get like the least amount of fucking splashback from there, just like right like 33 like degrees higher than where the water is at. There's like that perfect curvature. And most of the
I understand what you're doing. Yeah, again, you try to. So for me, I wasn't trying to avoid splashback.
Well, that's what I did.
I was trying to avoid noise.
It was both for me.
So for me,
because
I thought I peed so fucking loud. I don't know why. Right. So I would always try to aim it at just off the water, but so that it bank shotted into the water.
Right.
So that there was no noise and I could still hear if something else was going on around me.
No, so for me it was
because I left the doors open.
It was about the splashback, so I found like a good angle where you barely get any fucking splashback, and then the noise. And the reason for it is because if I did piss standing up in my family home, they wouldn't fucking hear anything. They wouldn't fucking know anything. That's like, you know, like from that, and then it wouldn't be a fucking. An
Oh, right, for you.
Right.
See, that's the traumatic
You
part
see?
about it. If
Right.
this dude was standing up and peeing and they heard it, they knew he wasn't sitting.
I wasn't sitting, so then it would be a fucking argument. It would be
Oh,
like,
so then they come? Do they come grab you by it and pull you around like in the movie
Why do
The
you
New
make
Guy?
everything sexual with my family, huh?
I was thinking The New Guy.
No, he's thinking elephant walk kind of thing, like
Yeah.
pinching your ear.
Remember, do you guys remember the movie The New Guy when he got the
No.
boner and the librarian in the wheelchair grabbed it and broke his boner?
God damn, no.
I do not.
I've never seen that. What the
Fucking
fuck was
classic movie.
DJ Screw or whatever
Yep.
his fucking
Oh,
name is.
shit.
Is
Yep.
outside.
Broke
Of,
his wiener at a
Dude,
90-degree angle.
Imagine breaking your fucking dick, though. God damn, that must be painful as fuck.
so
Holy
after
shit.
after a road trip, I think that's the last thing I saw that dude in. was
Supernatural. He was in that.
Road Trip. That's right, he was. I forgot. I keep forgetting about that.
Yep. You know, he was also in some episodes of Big Bang Theory. He was Sheldon's cousin.
That makes sense.
But it was funny because he did some interview on a podcast talking about it. He originally tried out to be Sheldon. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to be Sheldon. And then he saw the guy who played Sheldon be Sheldon. And he's like,
That's Sheldon.
that's Sheldon.
That's fucking Sheldon.
Yeah.
That's fucking Sheldon.
Exactly.
All right, I think.
No.
So if you're out there listening to us right now, you know, are you thinking about your own little, you know, if you're a guy, I guess, because when I first brought this up to Joe, just as a, you know, water cooler talk from the office, he goes, "Oh, is he cleaning the fucking dried poop off the side of the bowl?" I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't even think about that, but I
think that's
definitely
something
did
everybody
it.
does, though.
I definitely did it."
Yeah. There actually there was a thing that I saw where like I forgot where the fuck it is in the world, but there was I think it was like a restaurant or something like that. They got tired of like the splash bag from urinals. So what they did was they printed out like a picture of like a fly on the urinal. So like where like it would have the least amount of splash bag and people would just
I've
like,
seen
it went
different
down, like, fucking
variations.
hundreds-
I've seen
like,
bullseyes. I've seen
Right.
thing hit the fly.
And it
I
made
saw
it, like-
one at a sports bar. I forget where I was, but it was cool.
Yeah.
They had made the urinal hole was like a goal, and the cakes were all looked like soccer
targets or
balls.
something.
Oh,
shit,
nice.
So you're like you're like
right.
peeing the soccer ball into the goal pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's
Right.
There's
That's a
lot of
great idea.
variations.
And,
It is, yeah.
you know but the one that I always thought was probably one of the most effective,
Ice.
again angles wise, was ice.
Ice. Yep.
Ice. When
Ice.
I went into a bar and there were ice in the urinals, I felt comfortable that I was not going to get splashbacked
Yep.
on me,
Ice
unless
No, people put ice in urinals. Like little ice cubes.
ice cubes in the
Yeah.
urinals.
Yeah.
No shit.
You've never seen that?
I've never seen it.
That
No.
means you've never been anywhere fancy.
I guess no, I haven't. You're right. There you go. What the fuck? That's crazy as hell.
Oh, I was going to say, as a nice little wrap up, which would be funny because it also pays a great idea to our new little on air one. When you sign us off, you should probably
Turn this
take us off
here,
air.
huh?
oh yeah.
Oh, that's true.
And
Should we
with
keep
that,
this right here?
No, I meant you hold it and do it for your camera
Alright.
thing.
right, but do your sign off and then
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for joining us at FN Around. I forgot our title. FN
yeah.
Around with the fuck around.
This guy cannot go
I can't get
one
it right.
show
I
without
can't get it right
fucking
ever.
intro
with
or
Mo,
outro.
Mike and Joe,
I'm Joe.
I am Mike,
and I'm Mo. And good night, everybody. All right.
and we're clear.
Yep. I thought that was a good. I like that, turning it on, and I was looking at like that'd be a fun way
That was-
to
that
do
was
it
cool, yeah.
because then when you're cutting the video too, you just look for when you turn off the light.
Right. That's true.
That was my thought.
It's supposed to be lower.